hello, everybody out there. Sorry about that. Hey, how are y'all doing right now? I know it's crazy. It's like Thursday at 3:30 Central Time. What? Well, here's the thing. I have spent several days this week trying to figure out our schedule um, with the things that need to get done personally and the things that need to get done professionally. And there was a couple of limiting factors that um, basically made it to where this weekend and next weekend I can't live stream on Saturday um, because we have some stuff that we need to get done on those Saturdays. So, what we're going to do is we're going to live stream during the week this week and the week of the 19th through the 25th. I'm gonna live stream sometime in the week. Big Earn, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Could you please share this out to everybody at the page and everything, brother? I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So that means that we're not gonna live stream this week or next or the week after that, but we will be doing a Saturday live stream next week. I should probably give you guys a date. I want to make sure that I get this information out there just so that you guys can come to this video and you can get the information easy peasy lemon squeeze. So the 24th, I'm sorry, the 17th. The 17th is when we are going to be live streaming on Saturday. So one of the things that in this new approach of things that I'm trying to do in order to just kind of get healthy and get JJ out and get him healthy and everything is if we are able to find things for him to do, which when you're under 2, it's very difficult to find things for a kid under 2 to do. So when you find them, you got to jump on them. And so yeah, it just means that sometimes I might be streaming once a month, I might be streaming twice a month. I probably won't be streaming more than that, just because as of right now, the things that we do have that he can do that we can do with him, they are going to take about 2 weekends a month. So that means that I'm going to be doing these midweek streams, and they won't always be commission work, but that I will be doing those midweek streams, 2 maybe 3 times a month. Yeah. So I want to make sure that it gets out to everybody on the page. So please stream this, or not stream this, share this out. I want to make sure everybody knows. I also want everybody to know that this right here, hold on. Where's that? Cover A. Look at that. It's Raphael and Ryu. So we got a brand new cover coming out from One Stop Comic Shop. It's Street Fighter versus TMNT. You can only get this cover here from One Stop Comic Shop. Daniel Partouche is the owner operator of One Stop Comic Shop. So if you want to get your hands on a little bit of Jeffy goodness, you know what to do. You know how to get a hold of him. OneStopComicShop.com or One Stop Comic Shop on, I think he's on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, reach out. There's a second cover. Boom. The whole group shot. Both of these covers, Dan posted on Facebook that he has the books in hand. These are both colored by, these are both pencil and ink by me and colored by Jason Keith. They're from what Dan has told me, they are gorgeous. They are in great shape, and he is very, very, very excited about having them. And so much so that he has asked me if I was okay with, and I said I am, setting up a whatnot. Yeah. So the 13th, Tuesday, 5 days from now, Tuesday the 13th at 8 p.m. Central Standard. I think that's 9 p.m. Pacific time. Dan is going to, on his regular Whatnot show, I'm going to be a guest. He's going to be sending I think he's already packed them up and sent them on their way to me. My own issues of the Street Fighter versus TMNT books. So I'll have them. I'm going to practice a little bit on some remarks, and then much like we did at the beginning of Planet Comic Con this year, we did a Whatnot where where I drew remarks for TMNT, and it turned into like TMNT Invincible verse. It was fantastic. But we're going to be doing that again, but this time it's going to be Street Fighter versus TMNT characters. So I don't remember how long Dan said he wanted to go. I'm going to guess like an hour, maybe longer. It really depends on how you guys how many of you guys show up and how many of you guys want to get your hands on some remarked goodness. So yeah, I'm super excited about being able to do it. I've been working on some remarks. I want to show you guys some stuff that I have been working on. But before I do, I need remarks on my orders, please. I love you, Josh. How you doing, brother? I would love to. That sounds fantastic. Hey, please share this out, bro. Please share this out. I want everybody to be able to see, get all this information, make it nice and easy to get it out to everybody. Thank you, guys. So what commission am I working on right now? That's a little small. Let me help you out. Boom. So for those of you guys who don't know, there was a British rapper named MF Doom, and the son of one of my buddies. So he's a buddy of mine, but he's like a nephew of mine. Asked me if I could draw MF Doom as Dr. Doom, and he had the cover to Mad Villain, which is this really, really harsh, high contrast image of just a real simple shot of him in his mask. I thought, yeah, that's fantastic. The problem of it is that the image is taken of a real man with a real mask on, and as such, most of these masks are sort of built to be a one size fits all. So it's huge on his head. And so I tried to tone down the size of the mask to more of a form-fitting comic book style Dr. Doom. But it's still an enormous mask under there. So yeah, it's MF Doom taking the face and the mask from the Mad Villain album and giving him the contemplative Dr. Doom approach. I'm very excited about getting to do this one. I love Dr. Doom. He can do so much. He can be incredibly evil, roaring with absolute power, as well as evil scheming machinations. So this is going to be fun. But before I get to that, I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that I've been working on. So if you guys didn't know, thank you, Josh. Love you, brother. Appreciate you. If you guys didn't know, at the end of the month, I'm going to be in Denver. Hopefully my ear is recovered enough that I can make it on a plane. We'll see. I'm going, so we're going to find out. But one of the things I'm super, super, super excited about is it seems to be for the first time in a long time. I'm pretty sure it isn't, but it feels like it's been a while since I've been at a con where there was this real push for Transformers. The love of Transformers. And when I went to Denver last time, it was big Transformers. Everybody wanted Transformers and everybody wanted G.I. Joe. So I was like, man, that sounds perfect. I've been jonesing to draw me some Transformers. Hey, what's going on, Marcus? How you doing, brother? Could you share it out, bro? Please share it out. I need everybody to see this because I want all the information that I'm putting down here. I'm spitting it out. Coming on out now. I want everybody to be able to get to one place and get that shiz. So thank you, brother. How you doing, Marcus? So Denver is supposed to be a really, really, I'm hoping it's supposed to be a really, really good Transformers, maybe G.I. Joe show. Then an announcement was just made. Yeah. Peter Cullen, legendary voice actor of Optimus Prime, is going to be a guest at the show, and you can do a whole Peter Cullen experience. So I just said, look, I can't get any, I can't get them better, sort of, let's go round them up. Let's start doing them. So I've started doing some remarks for Transformers. And I'm about to show you guys. You guys want to see them? I'll show you. Ah, get over there. Come on. Come here. Do it. Where are you? Oh, I put all but one up. I am such an idiot. It is way over there on the other side of the studio. All right, well, I'm going to show you one. I'm going to show you one. There you go. Boom. Busting out the Optimus Primes. So this is the fifth one like this, and then I did one sort of strange one where it wasn't on the back of Transformers 19. It was on the back of Transformers number 1. Yeah. This is the first one I did on issue number 19. The other 5 are on the back of issue number 1. I still have a few hidden away, squirreled away in the vault, so to speak. So I busted those out, Transformers number 1, and one of them I turned over to the blank on the back, and I did a large Optimus Prime. I really wish I had remembered to bring him over here. But I got to draw. I got to ink this bad mamma jamma up. So you guys get it. You know what I do. I love doing my remarks. Optimus Prime looking schmexy. So hopefully, getting a few of these ready to go at the show will kind of, preemptively get me ready to give the folks what I'm guessing they want. I mean, why else would Peter Cullen be brought into a show that's got a huge fan base for Transformers if there wasn't a lot of people looking for Transformers, and if they are? I got you, boo. So yeah. Facebook. Oh, Joshua Sanders says, amazing. Thank you, brother. Facebook user says, hello, sexies. I'm not sure who that is. It actually sounds like 2 or 3 weirdos. So it says Facebook user. You got to hit the StreamYards link or just tell me who you are. I'm at work, but I'll join for Jeff anytime. Ooh. I like the way you talk. Talk them sweet nothings in my one good ear. Nice. But yeah, this is number 6. 5 are like this with a little hit shot, and then 1 I worked up on the back. And this is Bigsy Miggs. Noise. What's up, brother? How you doing? And so yeah. Here we go. So I'm prepping for Denver and Raleigh. Apparently Peter Cullen is going to be at Raleigh as well. Nice. What else have I done? Chris Mitchell says, you're going to draw my Ahsoka on a Fantastic Four blank? Weird, but okay. This is MF Doom as Dr. Doom. So it's Dr. MF Doom Mitchell. Here's the thing. This fella, Luca, he came to a con and he commissioned me. So if it doesn't happen by Austin, which I think my commission list will be open before Austin's at the end of the year. If it doesn't happen before then, you can always find me at a commission or at a convention, and you can get one just like this, brother. Absolutely. That would be weird to put Ahsoka on a Fantastic Four. I agree. So what have I done? I've been working on a very large commission right now. Unfortunately, it is a little bit tricky. Well, let me show you. This, for those of you guys who don't know, is the trade for The Last Ronin. An absolutely beautiful edition of this story collected into one gorgeous hardcover. The person who commissioned me wants me to draw a very touching but very it's a difficult scene. If you guys have read the book, you probably know which scene I'm talking about. It's a pretty heartbreaking scene. They want me to draw it, but here's the kicker. They want me to put it right here on the inside leaf. Now, the first thing that happens in my mind is I look at toned paper, especially when it's, it's beautiful paper, but it's 80-pound paper. It's paper. And as you can see on the cut, oh, the camera not, yeah, you can see it. you can see what happens when you cut paper. You can tell if the pulp is the color or if it's been dyed. And that's by a white line that runs down the side. The white line means that this started off white and it was dyed red. Nothing wrong with that. That's how it happens most of the time. But if the pulp itself was dyed first and then it was pushed into the form of a piece of paper, then this would, at the cut, would be red all on the sides all the way through. What does that matter? Well, in my experience, I have seen that when I go to draw and I erase and I draw and I erase and I draw and I erase and then I ink and then I erase, sometimes the dye comes up and you get this it's like a fade of the color. In this case, it'd fade from this beautiful red to like a pink. And that's just part of the way artists work. They draw and they erase, and by erasing, you're abrading the surface. And so, long story short, I have to do my entire pencils process, but I can't do it on here. Yeah. So I'm doing it digitally. Yeah. I am not very good digital artist. I'm getting the job done. And in the end, that's good enough because unlike experienced digital artists who turn in their pencils to be inked, I'm simply trying to get the structure of, you hear me all the time talk about how pencils are structured, the structure down, and then I will do what's called a graphite transfer. I will transfer the basic shapes to the finished board. Now, this happens for a lot of artists. They'll use light boxes to take their sketchy their sketchy version of the image and light box it onto the pencils onto the final board, the pencils board. I don't have time for all that. Ain't nobody got time for all that. I do my pencils the whole process on one board. If it's a little bit textured, it's a little bit textured. This is production art. However, I can't do that in this one example. So I had to find a workaround. It's taking a lot longer than I'm used to because I'm not very experienced with digital art, but I'm getting it done. I like what we're getting out of it, and then I'll transfer it to the red paper, and then I'll just basically go straight into inks. So it's really interesting. It's really, really interesting. I might even also, because I use Procreate on my iPad, I might actually have a video of me doing the pencils. And if I do, once I get that one done and I turn it in and see if the commissioner's cool with it, I'll post a video. I got to figure out how to get it from Procreate and then publish it. But it's pretty cool to see a replay video of all the stuff I worked through. So, oh my Lanta, we have a lot of people. Oh my Lanta. Okay. Chris Mitchell says, wouldn't it be weird if it was an Ahsoka Thing mashup? That's true. That would be a pretty sweet one. The orange skin, but instead of nice and smooth, it's all rocky with like white. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Her face, what? Sorry, I'm trying to talk and read at the same time. Her face designs in rock. Aggressively relaxing. Hey, Circum, MF Doom. Rhymes so mean they couldn't let him back in the country. Yeah. MF Doom. You guys know what I'm talking about. That mask is huge on his head. I had to try to tone it down. It still is. It feels like it's enormous on the image, but I felt like I drew it once with it where it was like a form-fitting mask for like Dr. Doom in the comic. He has a really, really form-fitting mask, and it looked too small. I've seen too many images of MF Doom with that big old mask, and I was just like, so I kind of went in the middle, a little bit smaller than real life, but also not skin tight like a comic book version. Because if I drew it like in like real life, I mean, it's enormous. It's hanging off of his ears and stuff. So, yeah. Justin Moulton says, can you do GoBot's remark over Transformers' head? It's a running joke with Sun on debate between the two. Justin, I'll draw whatever you want, bro. If you buy that from me and you say, on top of paying for the book and the remark, I want another remark on top of that remark, I'll do whatever you want, bro. That's the beauty of this. You guys support me. I'm not gonna. I mean, I have some things I won't do, but that ain't it. That's fine. I love that joke. Doug Moore says, "Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Thanks for being here." Joshua Sanders says, "I cannot wait to see the battery of the finished project. I'm working on it." Justin Mullen says, "Will the commission transfer to the other page over time on that book, or will there be some sort of wax paper between?" So, Excellent question. What I do whenever I'm doing a graphite transfer is I will take a piece of board. This is just art board. I will put it under the page as a nice solid support under the page. Do my graphite transfer, ink it, and then afterwards, I will suggest to commissioners that the facing page will rub the ink, and you might get a transfer of the ink. The graphite won't, because there will be so little graphite on the board. That's what you're trying to do by doing it this way. You're keeping the board super clean from graphite, but the ink could rub. So I will suggest, I always do, I will suggest some parchment or some wax paper in the middle, just to keep everything separated and safe. We're on the same page, bro. Mask looks perfect. Your art is amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Aggressively relaxing. I'm so glad you like it. I can't wait to get into this. Now that I've learned that I can do my inks and I can do my white ink, well, it's not ink, it's paint cut-ins. I am so jazzed. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently here, because I want to match the style of the original of the photo from the Mad Villain cover. It's real textured. It's real gritty. So I want to do some of that stuff. It's going to be fun. All right, let's get into it. So recap real quick. Next Tuesday, Dan has his Dan Partouche over at One Stop Comic Shop has his every Tuesday whatnots. I'm going to be a guest on there. We're going to have Street Fighter versus TMNT books in hand. I'm going to be doing remarks. You guys want them? Here's your chance to get them. We're going to sign them. We're going to do the whole schmoggle. So that's Tuesday, June 13th at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, 9 o'clock Pacific. We're going to be doing a whatnot. So if you guys want them, you know where to get them. What else have I done? Oh, I've been very busy this week. Here is a couple of mashups. You guys want to see some mashups that I colored up? I'm still trying to get caught up on all this stuff. So yeah. You guys want to see it? You guys want to see them? Mm-hmm. While you guys decide, Steve Nybert, if you are here, or if you are listening, or if you are around, I need you to tell me, bro. Do you want your Batman from last time? I was on here. Do you want this to go to CGC or not? It's not no pressure, no nothing. But if you see this, could you send me a DM, or if you find yourself in the chat later, can you just let me know if you want it to go to CGC? I'm pretty sure you do, but I don't want to assume, so let me know, bro. Let me know, because I am building a nice little pile of stuff that as soon as Dan sends me the Street Fighter books, we do the whatnot, anything that is going to be going back to him for grading, I'm just going to pile all this stuff in there. So I kind of need to know. Joshua Sanders says, hell yes. Okay, so a while ago, unfortunately, about a year ago, and it's unfortunate because it took me this long, a mashup was won by Vishruti Patel, and it was C3PO and a Porg. So C3 Porgo. And I told them earlier this week that I was going to try to get started. I got started, and I got done. He's so chunky. Look at his tubby little belly. Facebook user says afternoon. I don't know who you are, Facebook user. But good afternoon. How do you like Vishruti's now fully colored C3 Porgo? He's so chunky. I love how fat he is. So Vishruti, Sonny, it is done. I sent you guys some DMs about, do you want it graded, all that jazz. So you see it, it's done. Thank you for being so patient, you guys. You guys have been incredible. I love you guys. That was so much fun. The other one that I got done was for Dennis Nichols. I don't have a date for when he won this, but it was a while ago. It was a few months ago. It is Blink, a Marvel character, mashed up with Mikasa from Attack on Titan. Boom, bam! Oh my gosh, Dennis! There you go, Dennis. This is yours, bro. I didn't even. Was that you the whole time that was saying afternoon? Dennis, what's going on? Here you go, brother. Here is your Blink Casa, I think is the name. I love that you were just here. I love that you guys are here. Oh my Lanta. Now, if this Rudy and Sunny show up, then it's just gonna be like chef's kiss because I just showed their stuff off. So here it is, Dennis. We got her making a portal, flying through with all the wicked intent that her eyes can. Oh yeah, she's ready to mess things up. Having just taken out that Titan, mm, that's rough. Yeah, there you go, Dennis. Blink Casa is done. Dennis, I'm glad you're here. When we wrote your information down, when you won this way back when, you were undecided as to CGC grading, my good sir. Could you let me know if you would like me to put this in the pile to go to grading, or if you would like me to not and just send it to you as is? Let me know, brother. I am so excited that you are here. Ah, my Lanta, that is fantastic. It couldn't have been timed better, honestly. Did I ever show you guys? Facebook user says that pink ring is dope. Well, thank you. That's what she does. She casts portals. She throws her little daggers, and they make portals, and she can teleport. Teleport? If it's a portal, is it teleportation? I think a teleportation, like you just kind of and you're gone, and then you show up somewhere else. I guess it's still teleportation if you're using portals. Yes, graded, but it can go under my account. Oh, I don't know what that means, Dennis. Does that mean I send it to you? Do you want me to send it to you? Is that what that means? I don't know, bro. I usually just send them to Dan. Facebook user says, what did I win? My attention, my love. Big Z? We're not doing giveaways. We're doing art, bro. Yeah. Did I ever show you guys the Nova? I feel like I colored it a while ago. Did I ever show you guys that one? Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I am still dealing with my bronchitis and crazy sinus infection. Can I submit it through Dan but use my account number? Oh, Dennis, I have no idea, brother. Honestly, I always refer to Dan because I don't know the rules to CGC. Reach out to him. Real, I know Dan will respond real quick. Now that I'm streaming, I know. I mean, sure. I think Dan might even show up. But yeah. Jojo, take down you, me, submission, and then shame. You joke, Migsy. I'm coming to Fan Expo Chicago, and if I don't see you, it's gonna be bad, Migsy. You're never gonna hear the end of it. I'm coming to your house. Just saying. I'm just saying. When is it? When is Fan Expo Chicago? First week of August. Let me get my calendar out. Let me help you out here, bud. Let me help you out. It is August 10th through the 13th. So not quite the first week, the second week. Yeah. All right. Well, Dennis gets a hold of Dan and finds out all the information. I'm gonna get crack-a-lacking on this bad mama jumbo because I have The sipping of the drink sold it. I do what I can, Josh. I do what I can. Listen, when you ain't worried about it, you ain't worried about it, and I ain't worried about it. Nixie, I ain't worried about it. Have I showed you guys the Nova hit sketch? I colored it, and I think that was one of them that I colored way back when, and I can't. Just do it through Dan and let me know the cost. Ah, nice. Okay. Thank you so much, Dennis. Yeah, okay, perfect. Perfect. That is so helpful. Thank you, brother. Sweet. I'll see you there. Yeah, Big Z, I'm from the Show Me State. You don't tell me. You gotta show me. So I'm not that I don't believe you, but I've already been to Chicago and you didn't show up. That was C2E2. You weren't nowhere to be found. So I'm not gonna hold my breath. You show up if you've got the cojones. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. All right. Migsy. All right. All right. Um Joshua says, love it. I do what I can, bro. All right. Let's get some MF Doom going on right here. One of the things that I really, 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 really am excited about being able to do with this guy is in the reference I saw of the mask, it does it's obviously not like a super polished mask. It's kind of like beat up a little bit. And so I love that idea because it reminds me of old school Kirby Doctor Doom. He didn't have all the reflections. It was like a dull polished silver armor. I love kind of changing it up. I do a lot of like the reflective chrome kind of armor or weaponry or whatnot. But it's fun to change it up and kind of go a little old school with it. Migsy will show up as soon as the Cubs win. Oh wow. So what you're saying, Mitchell, is I shouldn't hold my breath? Is that what I'm getting from this? All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Mitchell, unfortunately, I can't argue with you. When you're right, you're right. When you are right, sir, you're right. So boom. Yeah. I back when I was still living out in the West Coast, I went to a museum that was solely dedicated to comics and cartoons, and I picked up the King Kirby book, this absolute monster tome of Jack Kirby's life and work and everything. Excuse me, and yeah, everybody knows like Hulk and Galactus and Silver Surfer and some of his, I suppose, more memorable uh, runs, but I really, really resonate with his Doctor Doom. Yeah, I love the way he does the forms of Doom, and then when he moves so quickly, I mean, you can see the energy in his rendering of the character. It is ah so good. So I often whenever I'm working a Doctor Doom piece, I tend to take one of two approaches, and that is a little bit more realistic and chrome and reflections and beautiful textures and all that, or um, I channel my inner Kirby, which he's Jack Kirby. That's not an easy thing to accomplish, but I certainly try. So I'm hoping that Luca digs this because I am having a freaking blast. Sorry, I'm getting quiet, focusing on these gauntlets. Um, Oh, Daniel Part 2 says, guys, please make sure to join us live Tuesday, 9 p.m. Did I say Pacific? I'm so dumb. I'm so bad with the time zones. It is 9 p.m. Eastern. Sorry. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Standard. I think that would make it 6 p.m. Pacific. I'm bad with time zones. for Dan's whatnot. I will be a I will be a guest there. We're going to be doing remarks. I'm very excited. Dan has books in hand, and yeah, it is going to be a good time, y'all. It's going to be a good time. I was just telling him, Dan, that I've been getting some remarks done on top of other stuff for Denver because I'm going, but Peter Cullen, I told you about that, Dan. Has been announced. You can go and do the whole Peter Cullen experience, and if they make it past that show, those remarks, well, then I'll just have them ready for Raleigh. Yeah. Boom. Boom. I saw Flash last night. Really enjoyed it. Oh, the new Flash movie? Is it called Flash or is it Flashpoint? I can't remember for the life of me. You liked it? Nice. Well, I'm glad you dig it. My game plan, you guys are not gonna believe it, right? One of the things that I am doing that is sort of changing up the lifestyle changes that need to be done is I'm going to be trying to get JJ, get him out in the world, experiencing things, and one of the things that I've wanted him to do since I saw the announcement of the movie was to, because I mean, I never got anything like that when I was a kid. We had the video games, Mario, and so I'm sitting there like, yeah, selfishly, yeah, I as soon as I saw, I think I told you guys, like I couldn't tell Jack Black was playing Bowser. Like I was super impressed with his voice acting. Like I selfishly, I want to go see that doggone movie. But then I was like, you know what? This is perfect because I think JJ would have a great time. All the beautiful colors and funny looking characters and all that jazz. And so we're gonna try to get out and go see a movie with him. And it's kind of perfect because there's been a little bit of time to let the excitement of a new movie, a new movie release. There's always that excitement and rush to go get it, go see it. And he's a baby, so we're not entirely sure how he'll handle the sounds in the dark room and all that stuff. So the last thing we want to do is be like, opening day, we're bringing our kid to his very first movie, and you guys in the crowd, you're gonna have to just deal if he gets kind of upset about. No, we're not that kind of people. So this is kind of perfect because if he isn't feeling it, then we hopefully will not be irritating too many people because hopefully they've already seen the movie. I gotta go. Don't miss me too much. I'm pretty sure that's Bigsy Miggs. And let me just let you know right now, I'm already missing you. Already. It's gonna be a rough, like few hours. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Thanks for swinging by, brother. I appreciate it. And take care of that little one. Take care of that wife. Thank you for coming and hanging out. And yeah, if I don't see you at Chicago, hell hath no fury, Bigsy. I will get you in. I will get you, sucker. I'm gonna get you, sucker. I love you, buddy. All right, get out of here. Thanks for coming and hanging out. There we go. Yeah, big cape, lots of folds, and yeah, love it. Oh, Andy Poole, what's up, brother? How you doing? Am I officially okay to call you mate? I know, I'm not British. Is that a weird thing for non-Brits to call each other, call somebody a mate? I don't know. I call people brother. Well, I call you brother. I don't call everybody brother. You got to earn that shit. All right, or you got to earn that stuff. Sorry. Um, yeah, yeah, I can do it. Nice. I love it. How you doing, bud? How see now I'm thinking about it too much. Now I'm overthinking it. How are you? How are you doing? If you guys don't know who Andy Poole is, fix that right now. You need to know who he is. Andy and I have worked on several pieces, or not pieces, projects together. Andy was the colorist for A Dangerous Lesson. Andy was the colorist for Warlock 5. Andy's been freaking kicking so much. I can't say that either. He's fantastic, you guys. So if you guys don't know who he is, give him a follow. Watch what he does. If you're at all, I know there's a bunch of Ed Weirdos that are crazy talented. Um, and you guys always seem to surprise me as to what sort of fields you are diving into and what you're getting, getting practiced in. So if any of you guys are practiced or trying to get better at coloring, digital coloring comics, you are not going to find yourself a better source of talent and inspiration than Andy. He's fantastic. So do yourself a favor um, and check him out. And also, anybody out there is looking to get any of your work colored, your comic stuff colored, I would imagine, Andy, that you're much like me, always taking on new projects. So, yeah, dude, hit the man up. You shall not regret it. That's all I know. That's all I know. I'm doing all right, buddy. Just keep on keeping on. Hey, sometimes that's a win. Sometimes that's all you can do. You just keep on keeping on. Hopefully the little ones are doing great. Um, hopefully hopefully you're busy as all get out. What time is it over across the pond? Mitchell says, can't wait till Edwards gets to rewatch Spider Verse 2 in 2.5 years. Listen, Mitchell, all I can say is you shut your mouth when you're talking to me. All right. All right. Listen, I am making some changes. And one of the things that I am going to selfishly impose is that if I am going to be spending a little bit more time um, doing different things, taking different approaches to my what little free time I have. One of them is going to be I'm going to get back to watching movies. You guys don't know this, but one of my longest running like hobby passions, I just love watching movies. I do. I was genuinely considering a minor as a film history. Um, because I wanted an excuse to always be able to watch old black and white films, watch new films. Just I wanted to always be able to learn about movies. Um, it's a very unique art form, the moving picture, and I find it fascinating. And for those who may not know it, I also incorporate a lot of the things that I learned by studying movies into my artwork. My artwork has been called cinematic many a time, and it probably will not change because um, cinema is a love of mine. And if you love something and you make art, you're going to find that it finds its way into your art. So, yeah, I love movies. Um, Andy Poole says, "Aw shucks, well now I am streaming now, going over the process. Oh my gosh, drop your link, drop it. Are you streaming on Twitch? Are you streaming on YouTube? Where are you streaming at, bro? Drop the link, Andy. You guys gotta go check them out. 10 p.m. That's not that. I mean, that's not that bad, but that's yeah, that's late. Dennis Smith says, dropped you a PM a while back about Maestro No Rush. A lot going on here also. I did read that, and my game plan was to respond, and then, like you guys know, everything kind of went a little bit wily. So much so that we have a lot of doctors and medical professionals that are on a constant rotation for checkups with JJ, and one of them is his NICU developmental nursing staff, and we are going to have to. We don't have to, but we want to nip it in the bud. There's just some skills that he's a little behind on. I mean, it really isn't going to be a big deal, because it's just like anything else with this kid, man. When he gets himself set up to doing something, he does it on his own freaking time. He didn't walk for the longest time, and then literally he just stood up and took off. So they know that he's that way. They're not worried about it. But it's just, it just goes to show that, like, it has been rough around here, and so we're going to make sure that whatever areas he is behind in, he gets ahead in. That's the way I do things. Okay, we're going to talk about an approach that I take with my life and the things that I find important in my life, and that is when I was playing football, when I was in the martial arts, when I was doing a little bit of very, very poor attempts at bodybuilding and nutrition. I found this commonality, this universal kind of approach by people who were really good at those individual sports and hobbies, and that common theme was: be very critical, be brutally honest of yourself. Be very, very brutally, painfully honest with yourself about where your weaknesses are. And then you go and kick those weaknesses into overdrive. And you'll know you've done it right when those become your strengths. So whatever your weaknesses are, then you have to be very, very honest with yourself. Make them your strengths. And so I do that with my art. I look at my art and I'm very critical of my art. I love getting a real beating when it comes to art critiques, art, portfolio reviews. If I go and I have a portfolio review with like Aspen or somebody like Marvel or somebody, folks who are really, really been around, know good comic art. I actually am really excited if they just rip it to shreds, because I'm sitting here going, okay, this is now my study Bible, my study sheet. Here's what I have to take from weakness to strength. It's a playbook. It's a work script. That's invaluable help for somebody who thinks about things that way. And so that's never failed me. I've always been able to, whatever I was doing, any of those things, and just life in general, I've always been able to see improvement. And that, to me, even if it's just a little bit of improvement, to me that means, hey, this is a good thing to do. This is a good practice to have, because I'm seeing improvement. So yeah, man, that's what we're doing. We're gonna do the same thing with JJ. He's got these little weaknesses and things that he's just a little bit behind in, like his skills, and we're gonna make him to where they're his strengths, and I'm very excited about it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, and I predict that, much like walking, as soon as he gets good and doggone ready to do it. We're not going to be ready for. We're not going to be ready for him. He's going to go hog wild. Oh man, it is. It is. I'm very very excited. Very very excited. His NICU nurses love him. They're just like, my God, this kid has got a huge personality and a big smile. And I'm like, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of him. He's fantastic. Fantastic little man. I shouldn't say little anymore. He is enormous, you guys. He is literally unchartable. He is not 2 yet, and he is just short of 40 pounds. He is a freaking Clydesdale of a human being. I love him. He's got little knuckle dimples. That's how chunker this guy is. I love it. Boom, 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 boom. So all that goes back to saying, Dennis, I read them, and things just got really wild around here. I appreciate you being so patient with me. I certainly did not forget. And as soon as I can get, I have to get these caught up. I have to get these commissions caught up, and then I can take on new ones. But it sits in my head that and I can't get I hate not having these done. So just for my own sanity, I'm going to get these done, and then my game plan is honestly if everything goes to plan, I'm hopeful that I can have these done just a short bit after Denver, so sometime in July. I'm hoping I can get everything done, and if that's the case, I mean, I got to look at my schedule, but I don't see why I couldn't open up a commission list after that. So I mean it when I say I'm hammering these out, and my game plan is to definitely open up the commission list ASAP, because you guys have been incredibly patient, and I love your guys' ideas more than anything. So I want to get my hands on them. Iron will always sharpen iron. That's right. The little big man. Oh, he's a big boy. He a big boy. He a big boy. Yes, sir. Iron sharpens iron. That's right. And he is whip smart. He knows. Oh man, we have to hide stuff from him because he's just like, I saw that milk bottle. You thought I didn't see the milk? You better. I saw it. Stuff like that. He's just he's so daggum smart. So smart. So we're doing this over here. It was funny when Luca, the commissioner, came up to me asking me about this. He was so adorable. He was just like, so and he was trying to be cool about it. I'm not busting his chops too bad. I thought it was funny at the time. He's just like, so you ever heard of MF Doom? And I was just like, what? You're serious? You're seriously wondering if I like, he's a pretty famous cat, right? I may not listen to a lot of his music or nothing like that, but I mean, he's pretty famous, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know who MF. Boy, what the? You must have lost your. Come on now. Oh, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. He's a good kid. So we got a little bit of Doom. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. It was really tough for me not to turn them into Doom 2099. MF Doom 2099. It was so hard. I was like, that would be sick. But I said, no, no, no. I would imagine that the commissioner was like thinking of Victor Von Doom from the current storyline, not my favorite version of Doctor. Whatever. Fine, we'll do it your way. That's the kind of back and forth I had in my head because I was very much like, ooh, that would be sick. But hope you're happy. No. Oh my Lanta. All right, so you got to show a little bit of the figure through the tunic here, just enough. We're trying to keep this kind of Kirby-ish, and he wasn't doing all of it. He wasn't doing all the super realism. There was enough. There was structure there. That was enough. So we're gonna keep this Kirby-ish. Keep it Kirby. You cannot go wrong. Boom. I won't be doing the Kirby lines. I won't be doing that. I will render this in my own approach. Just because I think it's going to be it'll be a bit off of what I think the commissioner was kind of hoping to see here. That's part of the trick of doing commissions, you guys, is a lot of this I'm sitting here going like, okay, I think I know what they meant when they said they wanted to see this or that. There's a little bit of a back and forth kind of trying to mind read a bit, It's fun. It's that sounds I'm sure to some folks like an absolute nightmare, but it's not. It is more fun than one might think. Yeah. So sorry, he's got these seams that run just outside of his ribs, and he's kind of got some stretch and compression folds over here. So I'm kind of leaning in on those a little bit here. The other thing that I'm doing right now is I am refamiliarizing myself with a concept called drawing in ink. I'm not sure who came up with that way of describing it, but I've heard lots of comic artists say it, and I get the idea, the concept of what they're trying to say, and that is that they don't overly render the pencils, and then they get in there with the inks, and in a very, I guess you could call it dangerous, but I mean, not really. Not if you practice enough. You tend to pick up how to handle these moments. But I guess technically speaking, yeah, it's a bit of a dangerous thing to do because, ink is permanent, and if you change your mind, well, you just put something permanent down. But here's the beauty. I keep going back to this. I cannot tell you guys how much I love the fact that now I know that I can use my Posca white pens to do special effects, to do fun stuff like that, and corrections. If I do ink with or pencil with ink, and something does get a little bit hairy, and, goes pear shaped, I got white paint, man. I can just fix it. It allows me as the artist to be so much more free and say, let's just have fun. Let's just have fun and do it, And if it doesn't turn out the way not that I'm feeling, just tweak it, move it around, play with it. You can do that, It's very freeing. It's very freeing. So I'm trying to practice drawing in ink. A lot of fun. What I do have are a very particular set of blanks. Blanks I've acquired over a very long career. Blanks that make me a nightmare for people like you. Love it. Love it. He's not wrong, you guys. He's not wrong. Okay, so here we have a little bit of the structure kind of knocked down, ready to go. I'm not rendering the fabric just yet, because the thing I want to do is I want to establish sorry, gotta get the shape of that hood just right. Yeah. I want to establish the texture of the mask first, and then because again, I really focus on clarity. I want to make sure that it's clear that that is the mask's texture, whatever I end up going with, and I don't repeat it anywhere else except for on the metal. So yeah, very large eye slits, eye holes. I don't know which one to call those, but very large. We're going to do like that, and then we're going to do like that, and then like that, and then like that. Okay. Now, we're going to have some fun. So I've noticed that there are these lovely sweeps here, and those are kind of crisp. And then there's this. There's like there are these like ribbed sections that form the furrowed brow of the mask, and the underneath has these little, very, very delicate little repeated ribbed sections. Again, like so. It's got a plane on the cheek here. And so. And I'm going to change it away from the album cover just a bit because, excuse me. Hold on, you guys. Got a little hair in my throat there. Because the parts of the mask that are still seen here are very cool, very interesting, but some of the texture is in places that are being cropped off by the hood, and I want to get that. I'm less worried about the perfect representation, the perfect reproduction of the image on the cover, and I'm more interested in getting the feel, the spirit of that mask. That's what's kind of motivating me right now. So as long as I get sort of that grit and texture in there, I'm happy with kind of changing up a little bit of forms here, just to allow myself to be able to put a little bit of this dry brushy texture in there, because it is a feel, you know. This is an iconic mask, and you want to feel sort of the spirit of it in the image. I mean, why else would you be doing a likeness, which I'm not especially good at? But again, you take your weaknesses and you make them into strengths. That's what you do. You know, that's what I try to do. But again, also really, really plays well with the whole idea that I'm trying to do this kind of curvy vibe, you know. That, and then boom, and then a dry brush, and then boom, and like so. Bring in that right there. Okay, and then we will take this all the way down to blackness there. Okay, and then we will like that. Add a little bit here, and then like that. Oh, I'm just talking.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay. You're okay.
It was so quiet. I didn't know what was going on.
I'm super focused right now, babe. That's why I'm quiet. Like that. Okay. Now I'm pretty happy with the mask. Again, it doesn't have a lot in the way of like a lot of reflections and whatnot. It's a polished mask. So you got to build that up in other parts of the armor as well. Boom, and then take a very less is more approach on rendering. Oh, and then a little something up in here, a little something right there, and a little something right there, and then oh, I'm gotta finish this rib around the gauntlet. There. And there. Okay. And now we go like this. Bring it back down this way. Yeah. Another beautiful cover that is excellent for taking dry brush effects. That, and then I'm going to go a little heavier on this accent section. Like so, and then you got to do the sound effects too. That's all part of it. Yeah. Rasmane. 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 Why? Like I knew somebody way back in the day. No way. No way. Are you who I think you are? Is this MF Doom or just Dr. MF Doom? Oh, this is Dr. MF Doom, baby. All day, every day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Are you the same? Really? No. Bro. It has been a hot minute. How have you been? Oh my gosh. How long has it been? How long has it been? When's the last time we saw each other? Oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember. Oh my gosh. Again, we're going heavy on the accent parts here of his. Gotta love Dr. Doom. Dr. MF Doom. Up in here. Yeah. And we get a little heavy here, indicating this shadow of the cape laying over the metal. And we go like that. And then go. The thing with dry brushing is you got to get it going in the right direction. You got to do sound effects. Boom. 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 But this Rasmane has been following you on various platforms for. That's not me then. We've never met in real life. Oh, okay. Man, I was sitting there like, because that's been a minute. That's been a minute since I ran into that Rasmane. There can't be too many Rasmanes out there. That's what I'm thinking. How you doing? Been following you on various platforms. I love it. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate all the love and support. How the heck have you been? How have you been? Yet another reason why I love doing the streams on different times is because I get to see folks that I haven't talked to in a while. Rasmane, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, bro. There we go. Like that. And then like that. Now, some people would sit here and look at this and say, you know what, Jeff? Dry brush is kind of like watercolor in the sense that you kind of got to let it do its thing. And I would say to those folks, yeah, watercolor, you kind of need to loosen up the reins because it's water. It's going to do its own thing. But you can get a lot more control out of watercolor than one might think. You just, if that's what you want, just like with dry brush, you can get a lot more control out of dry brush than one might imagine. It's just, is that what you want? So go heavier on the accents pieces here, these accent rings. Then I did get my hands on a sketch cover by you in the last years online. Nice. Which one? Which one did you get, Rasmane? Which one did you get, bro? Alex Campbell says, you know what, Jeff? Dry brush is like water. Oh my gosh. Alex is right. You know, when you're right, Alex. Right? You know, when you're right, you're right. And you are right. It is a lot like watercolor. How you doing, bro? Hopefully you're having a great day. Well rested. Ready to inject a healthy Campbell soup-sized dose of sexiness into the world today. Exit pieces. Boom. Now we're starting to get a little bit of continuity of textures. These textures mean something. They mean metal in this iteration. And then just like over there on the other shoulder, we gotta indicate a shadow. Of where the cape is dropping in. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. On the brooches, because they are metal too. Boom. Okay. All right. So now that I've got some textures tossed down for the metal, okay. Holy crap! You know what, Jeff? Oh well, no. I feel though you can get some good control. You sound better. I'm feeling a little bit better. It's yeah. It's we are getting a little bit more sleep. But JJ is just kind of deciding when we're gonna sleep. So but yeah, he had to get another shot, and it makes his legs sore, so it makes it difficult for him to sleep sometimes. But listen, we will take that kind of boo-boo stuff. We'll take that over the other crap that we were dealing with. We'll take that any day. A little soreness, yeah. Yep, we will take that. So we're trying, bro. We're trying. And then he says, and I am 12 hours of sleep. Oh, wow. That is awesome. Hell yes. Good to hear. Brassman says, and you taught me to use a slashed top loader to hold the board while drawing. Yeah, man. I mean, that trick I got from Dan, and it is invaluable. So I'm happy. I'm happy that it works for you. Not all the stuff that I try works. Sometimes it just makes me look like a bonehead. I'm glad that one works for you, bro. Now I'm going to take a little bit of approach here with the piping, or not piping, the ribbing. And I am going to kind of hint to a little bit of a polish surface, almost as if it might the rivets and the ribbing might be just a touch polished up, but nothing too crazy. The craziness will come later. So that is on the gauntlet. There are 2 ribbed sections. One that is on the appropriate wrist plane, and then one that tucks under the first rib for the forearm gauntlet. Sort of concertinas under it. So we have a continuation of the wrist joint under what should be a very sort of solid wrist. I'm sorry, forearm. I am really thinking hard about this stuff right now, you guys. I love armor. I'm telling you, I love doing stuff like this with this character in particular. This is my jam. Boom. Yeah. Yeah. And besides, it just adds a little bit of visual difference, a little bit of visual fun to give the ribbing a little, just to set it off a little bit differently than the body of the sheet metal pieces. At the end of the day, I overthink things. I know I do, but I just hope that Luca likes it. Is the separation of the shoulder armor from the upper armor. And we got the proper wrist plane, and then we have the secondary wrist plane that works its way under the forearm section of the gauntlet. We got here, and we got here. And then I'm just glad that you guys could recognize the MF part of this MF Doom. I always worry that when I go to make subtle changes, like, slight adjustment to the size of the mask, it's such an iconic mask. Yeah, you worry, I worry that I've made it unrecognizable, So I'm glad to see that it didn't go that way. Okay, so feel like the armor is looking pretty solid right now. Now, oh my Lanta. Okay, Matthew Stewart says, Jeffafa, what's going on, Matthew Stewart? How you doing, brother? He goes, Doom. It's MF Doom. Yeah. Andy Poole says, so you're all doing better then? We are, how do I put this? We have to change some lifestyle stuff, Andy. We're just a few weeks into it. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than I may have initially thought, because my mindset's a certain way, and it is shockingly difficult for me to adjust certain things and the way I think and the way I am, and the way I act and the way I feel and the way I just am. And some of them have to do with uh, sort of being okay with these changes. And it isn't that I have to challenge myself to be okay. If it's for JJ, I will be okay. I'm at the point where it's like, okay, now you're doing that, being okay. Now you're adjusting to being okay, and you have to, we had a little bit of a struggle to kind of figure out some plans, um, see if they would work. And I mean, the only way to find out if they work is to put them to use, try them out. Um, and we're past that. We're putting them to work, and now it's just a matter of adjusting. And I am, um, if nothing else, I'm a creature of routine. I'm a creature of habit, um, and it is challenging, to say the least. But again, if we can go without seizures, um, then it's well worth it. That that's the way I see it. It's well worth it. Unfortunately, we're in this tricky spot where you can't. You have to prove a negative. You have to prove that what you're doing is making it to where he's not having seizures, and that is very, very difficult to do. So we're kind of just in a hurry up and wait, um, kind of thing, and but again, it's just a mindset. You gotta just say, okay, this is gonna work. We gotta make some changes, and you know, you got to have faith, 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 and it's just, yeah. Um, I hesitate to say we're doing better because the last time JJ had a seizure was literally the night of a checkup with his pediatrician, in which she said he looks amazing. He's doing so good. And we were like, yeah, he actually is doing really, 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 really good. And then that night, boom, you know? So if nothing else, I can't really get too comfortable and just be like, yeah, we're, you know what I mean? Like I want to, I come on, of course I want to, but it's just, it's difficult to relax, you know. But I don't want that vigilant mindset of mine to give off the wrong impression. Um, he is he is responding very well to the new things that we're doing. Loves the things that we're doing. So as far as entertaining and accepted, an acceptable way of doing things. As far as JJ goes, yeah, he's loving it. He's loving it. Mom and me are going to have a little bit of difficulties, just kind of um, relaxing. It's hard, man. It is really, really hard. You go through some stuff and you see your kids stop breathing a couple times, and it's hard. It's hard to relax. It's hard to yeah, hard to relax. So, but we got to do these things, and um, yeah. So if I'm being optimistic and I'm saying, yeah, everything's kind of coming around, then I'm going to be like, well, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. Yeah. So I appreciate you asking, brother. I'm very superstitious. Call it a residual of sports, but yeah,
when things are going slightly above average, which is what I aim for, uh, I kind of don't want to not acknowledge. I feel like I'll jinx it, and that's where we're at right now, slightly above average, and I don't want to jinx it.
Oh man. Um, Matthew Stewart says you are fun visually. Well, thank you, brother. I try to bring a smile. Um, what's going on, Andre? He says, "What's up, brother? What's going on, peeps? How you doing, Andre?" Not much, Andre. How are you? Says Alex. Is he sniffing his fingers? Is who sniffing his fingers? No, MF Doom is not sniffing his fingers, Alex. You silly. He's doing the evil finger pyramid of contemplation. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Hmm. Okay. We gotta go like that. Bring these highlights around. Boom. Okay. Now that shape better. And then okay. There we go. And then this is getting pulled pretty tight up here. And this is getting pulled pretty tight up there. And this is getting pulled pretty tight up there. And then we're starting to wrap around the form. So all of these need to be catching less and less light. Less and less light. Less and less light as they are under the shadow of his arms as they roll back into their armpit and roll away from the light. Okay. Boom. And these guys kind of a similar approach here. Getting pulled, then pulled, bam. And again. Less and less light reaching these. I give extra credit, brownie points, to anybody who can tell me what these rib muscles over here on the side of your body are called. A little challenge. Well, can you guys tell me? Does anybody know? You guys are like, we came here to watch you draw. We didn't come here to get, pop quizzes. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I'm constantly surprised by how much you guys know about this stuff. So probably, or also, there's probably a contingency of you guys are like, psh, of course I know what it's called. Okay, so. Andy says, "Shitmate, I haven't been around enough to learn that he was having these problems. You got my love, brother. I hope the changes help." Well, you're a busy man, Andy. I understand. I really do. I know what this grind is like. So you need not apologize, brother. I am honestly just glad that you guys don't have to deal with anything like this. Which, I mean, I guess I could be in the same boat, and you guys could be going through some stuff that I don't know about. So I probably shouldn't assume. Hopefully, you guys are not. Hopefully, you guys are going good. Things are going good. Um, but yeah, you needn't apologize, bro. It's all something that I don't really talk about a lot. So
It's not really your fault if you don't know. It's not fun to talk about stuff like that, you know. So I don't very often. But yeah, we're looking pretty good with the changes. You know, it's looking pretty good. So we got this cape section here that's going to go like that. You got to make the sound effects now. It's it's part of the process. Andy can back me up, fellow artist. He knows you got to make the sound effects. It's all part of the plan. Um, Alex says, really looks like he's sniffing the old booger hooks. I mean, yeah, it was supposed to be the joke, but I mean, if you gotta talk about it, it's like a joke. You have to explain, right? So, Andy Poole says intercostals. Leave it to the artist to know. So you have the intercostals that are down here as they wrap around the rib cage. Further up here, you have what are called the serratus muscles. They're called that because they have a serrated appearance, like a serrated blade, serrated knife. So you have the intercostals and the serratus. Obliques are lower. If he were to be drawn past this red banner down here, the obliques are on the side muscles. The intercostals, as they roll in a fan approach, a radial fan, as they fan down and around the ribs and connect to the abdominals. The obliques connect from the iliac, from the hip bones around it and back into the ribs. So you're just a little south of where we're at here, Alex, but very close. You got, like I said, you guys know more about this stuff than I would ever imagine. Non not it's not necessary for you guys to know this stuff, and yet you do. I love it. Love it. So we're gonna fill in this space between the discs on his main elbow joints here. We're gonna fill in this space over here. Okay. And then I think we should be good to round out that face. All right. Now, come back in here, clean this all up. Clean up the brow with a mask. Now, we're going to come in here and we're going to reinforce these line weights. His hands are coming closer to camera in space, so we want to make sure that that is clear. Not a lot, not too far, but just from the elbows. So we want to hint to a little bit of depth of field here. That's why you play with these line weights. And you got a little bit more freedom doing it this way because, as it just turned out, there's a lot of shadows at the back of his elbows. So you can play around a little bit more freely here than maybe you would if this was, you know, MF Doom in the White Room or something. You'd have to be a little bit more careful. A little bit of freedom here to just block this out a little bit heavier, have it set off of its frame. Hopefully clarify the non-sniffing of the booger hooks. Clarify that a little bit. Clarity is key. Okay. And it'll give the ink on his face here, his eyes, that I just put in, give it an opportunity to dry. Okay. And boom. Get the contour or containing line, whatever terminology you choose to go with. Give it a little bit of heavy line weight. Contain all the works within, all the forms within. Boom. And now we use the brush how I traditionally use it, because I traditionally do not get the opportunity to do dry brush effects because there's not a lot of boards, blanks that I've been presented with here recently that are kind of built for it. So this is more of how I usually use my brushes, and that is to fill in the spotted blacks. Or spot the blacks, actually, is the way that I hear it described by inkers. I do not claim to be an inker. I try to put something passable out there. Hopefully my work isn't too devastating to actual inkers. Hopefully they aren't repulsed too badly by it. Sorry if I'm getting quiet, you guys. You can cut the focus and the tension in the air with it. Forgot I didn't give him the shadows on his from his cowl in the metal mask. Got to do that. There we go. Inking for the metallic effect on those arms is very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I try to make sure that I can get the, if we're going for um, a, um, um, sorry, a dry brush effect from, the mask, got to match it with the rest of the metal. I'm just glad it worked out. Um, uh, I've worked on your eeks, mate. They're acceptable. Thank you, brother. Nah, they're tight. Thank you so much. So this is MF Doom. Dr. MF Doom. Boom. Really fun. Oh, my Lanta. Yeah. We got to get him a little bit of a fade in the cape here. Nice. Now, nailed it. Ah, you think so? You think so? I know you can't see the whole mask, but I try to take it from the album cover. Boom. What do you guys think? Should I put some Kirby Crackle back here? We're just going to leave it. This is the difficult part when I don't pencil it out. I don't pencil out everything, and I'm kind of like tempted to, keep going, and that's how you ruin pieces. So, what do you guys think? We got a bunch of artists in here. Kirby Crackle, leave it. I don't know. I kind of feel like I should leave it. But that's just me training myself over the last several years to not screw up, not ruin a piece by overworking it. Send it to me. I don't know if I can do that, Matthew. Huh?
Hi and bye, everyone. We'll go pick up little man.
What do you think, babe?
Huh?
What do you think? Kirby Crackle in the background or no?
Oh, yeah.
I love how just like, yes, yes. Kimberly's
Okay,
like,
I'll be back.
do it. Be careful.
Okay.
Something on the left side of the head might balance the composition since he's leaning to one side slightly. However, it looks Ace says is that's kind of what I was thinking. That's kind of what I was thinking. Oh, Sonny, you're here. Sonny, ah. I showed it earlier. Sonny, bam, bro. I did it. Yeah, Sonny. He's so chunky. He's such a chunky little man. I love him. Boom. I'm glad you dig it. All right. We're gonna do some Kirby Crackle. Yeah. Just a little something. Just a little. The thing about Kirby Crackle is you gotta space it out. And you gotta put a little. You really gotta make sure that you give some big circles, some little circles, just a little something, almost implying like space. I can't say the word space without the final frontier. It doesn't have anything to do with Dr. Doom. I know. I'm deeply programmed with the stuff that I watched when I was a younger man. Boom. You know what I used to try to do? I used to do like splatter to kind of give me the randomness of like a starting point for Kirby Crackle. And then I realized so many of the splatter, textures are directional because you got to flick it, you got to put some energy into it, and that's not what Kirby Crackle is. It doesn't have directional implied direction to the crackles. They're kind of just perfect circles because they're energy. They're not, boom. What I think I'm gonna do that might be better than this is to go over here, grab my big old fat, size 12 microns, and just pull a little bit of texture up in here. You gotta do the sound effects. Got to. I always just kind of sneak up on my Kirby Crackle. I don't get too heavy in one place too quickly. I want to make sure that it's got a nice organic feel, And sometimes I do like to just kind of build it up. I like how it kind of almost feels like it's just like emanating from him. Real subtle, like not subtle, but not an overt aggressive display of power. He's just kind of oozing out of him all this cosmic energy. Love it. But yeah, I used to try to do like splatter technique to give me the randomness. You know, I was like, I got to build that randomness into it somehow, and then it was always about correcting the dynamics of liquid being thrown across a page. You know, so I kind of just learned my lesson on how to be random from doing that enough times, and then I said, I got the good stuff from trying that out, and I'm leaving the bad because it is a pain in the butt, and you always end up missing some. So then you have directional Kirby crackle, and it's like you don't catch that till you're looking at the scans that are blown up to 200%, 300% on your computer screen, and then you're like, well, it's that. May's up there growling at nothing again. We do have a neighbor cat that can climb our fence, and I love how May will growl at the cat like she's gonna do anything. She's a big old baby. Oh yeah, I'm talking about you. You hear me talking about you. I know. I'm just telling him how it is, man. You ain't got to get whiny. It's true. He's a big old baby. Boom. Okay. That is amazing. I'm so glad you dig it. I'm so glad you dig it, Sonny. Thank you so much, brother. I'll be reaching out with I know we were talking with the DMs last night, but it got a little bit busy around here. I'll jump back on there. And he says, "Holy shit, the colors on that are mint." Oh, thank you. Oh my god, thank you, Andy. You're a colorist, so that's a huge compliment. Thank you, brother. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm no Andy Poole, but I bust out the Copics on the rare occasion that I get asked to do so, and I just kind of have a lot of fun with them. So, yeah, that's that. Thank you, bro. Oh my gosh. Andy knows colors. That's a huge compliment. Thank you, brother. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet. That looks cool. They're just kind of like all this energy is just kind of like floating off, just radiating off of him. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Sign this bad mama jamma, and we are done, you guys. One more commission. Done. Off the list. Getting the list done so that I can open it up again. I'm so glad that I'm able to get this stuff done. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it up the side, like as like a comic book cover. Those old school comic covers, Simonson and whatnot. Sign up the side. Oh, yeah, good balance. Good balance. You saved that one, buddy. I think you mean save that one. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for giving me that. Yeah, that looks sick. Yeah, he's real because I never draw. I used to, and I try not to draw anything centered, and so he's a little kicked over to the side. So yeah, bringing it back a little bit more. Yeah. I hope you like it, Luca. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to do it. Thank you guys for your help. Did you send Joe his critter cover from Wonder? Not yet. We had a pretty rough weekend. The game plan is this weekend. So JJ had a doctor's visit today. and he had a doctor's visit yesterday. Tomorrow is the first day in a while where he's not going to be home with us while we're taking him to doctor's visits. So my plan is to get all the information I can about these covers that I've got colored and everything. Sonny, if you're still here, are you wanting your C3 Porgo graded? I don't remember. I don't remember what we said. I think well, on the note on the back I have CGC yes. So that's what I have. Are you still down for that? Did Dennis the Menace ever tell me if he wanted it graded or not, or did he send me a DM? I can't remember. I have to look. But the game plan is get the package going to Dan for CGC, get that all ready, and everything else that's going out to the individuals, so that because we don't live in the same town as our post office, it's a bit of a drive. So I have to plan. I have to get everybody lined up, right? Sonny says great. Nice. Okay. Thank you, Sonny. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. So yeah, that's the game plan. Joe's is going out. I'm going to pack up stuff tomorrow while, and then we'll probably end up doing, Joe doing all of that. My hope is that we get answers from everybody and we get all the information we need. And we send it out Saturday. That's the game plan. Saturday is the day that I am planning on going up to the post office. Hopefully I have all the stuff packaged up. Is Joe asking? Matt? Oh, man, I got to reach out to him. Apologize. Okay. I'm done with Dr. MF Doom. You guys have been awesome to draw with. I hope you like it. Yeah. I hope Luca likes it. Not asking, just wondering. Okay. Do you guys want to see that? I've not shown it on screen yet. I finished that thing at the con. You guys want to see his piece, Joe's piece? Since I have pictures of it and don't want to spoil it for. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, if he hasn't seen it. And there's no way that Joe could maybe come on here because I would love to show it to him since he hasn't seen it. Matt, is that at all possible or no? You let me know, brother. I literally have it within arm's reach. It is done and ready to go. I'm not sure. Okay. No worries. I can show you guys that Nova. I didn't get an answer. Did I ever show you guys the Nova hit sketch that I colored? It was one of the first ones that I colored. This will be the thing that I close the show on, because I do have to get out of here in about 6 minutes. Matt, you let me know, bro. You let me know if he's down to see it or not. And did I show you guys the Nova? It's a sketcher size that I think my mom ended up winning. I colored it up. You let me know. You know what? I'm going to show it to you anyways. Show it, baby. Okay. Boom. Yeah. I went a little bit crazy with that as well. That's the thing with characters. Oh, you're asking? Thank you so much, brother. That's the thing with characters like Nova, these space-based characters. I've always wondered if he would look like he's illustrated in the comics. I mean, he's got a bit of a polished mask, but what if it wasn't? I mean, we've got pictures of metal being put in space, and it's like it reflects the cosmoses. It reflects all of the universe. And so I was like, he probably would have a lot more of these crazy gas clouds and stars and everything reflecting in his mask. At least that's the way I pictured it. So if I haven't shown it to you, then here it is. This is one of the first ones I started on when I was trying to get an understanding about if the white. Yeah, I've shown this because I was talking about the white. Yeah, I've shown this. See, I needed to remember myself. Matthew says he's asking. Thank you so much, Matthew. And then he says that's sick. Oh, thank you. Then Chris Mitchell says, he says a straight up lie. Nova is not better than Darkhawk. He's not greater than Darkhawk. I tend to disagree, brother. Joshua Sanders says, who got that? That would be my mom. That would be my mom. My mom bought the Sketcher size at the last original art auction, and I colored it up. Oh, come on, stream. There you go. And I colored it up. Joe is driving. Okay, no worries. Jeff, that's. Oh, thank you, Andy. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, brother. I try. I go kind of ham with it. My wife, she's adorable. She's like, you know what I like about your colors, and I was like, tell me, because Kimberly's an artist too. She's like, tell me. I would love to know where my strengths are, because then it'll help me find out what my weaknesses are. And so she says, you use all the colors. I was like, I do. I tend to use all, and what she means is like very saturated colors, very intense colors. There's no, because she and I met in school, and when you're learning watercolors, right, for example, then you learn that they're watercolors. They're washed out. The white of the paper is showing through the pigment. But I grew up on 90s comics, man. 80s and 90s comics started off kind of normal, and then the 90s, they punched the saturation through the roof. Everything was intense, and I really liked it. I really liked it, and I kind of, I don't know, it kind of stuck in my head that, like, comics, especially superhero comics, I tend to lean towards really punchy kick, just get kicked up to number 11 for the colors. So and obviously there's no context, there's no mood. This is all just, me kind of just having fun. There's from the descriptions that I've understood when it comes to colorists and how they a lot of times they tackle their processes, is that colors are like they serve, going back to film, they serve several purposes. Obviously there's local color, there's the blue, the yellow, the white, the whatever, but then there's also the same sort of tone and feeling imparted in the colors that you see in like movies. But the thing that I think is interesting is one of the ways I think of colors is that I think of colors as also adding to the soundtrack that a movie would impart, that extra layer of atmosphere and feeling that you get from a really good composition, a really good score in movies. I think colors kind of tackle that as well. So when you see stuff like this, I mean, obviously there's none of that. These are just kind of, generally speaking, there's no context. Now with the Blinkasa one, where'd you go? Come here, you. Now this one, I did have an overall tone. I wanted to go with those really warm sepia tones that you get from the show Attack on Titan, and I really wanted to keep that present, but I didn't. But I found it difficult because color theory says warm colors jump forward and cool colors recede, and I was kind of battling between like this. I mean, pink is a light red, so it's a warm color. So I was kind of like, how do I set it off from warm on warm, especially when I have a green suit in there. So I leaned the green in towards more of a warm green to keep it unified in this context. and then I just used value to set the colors, the warm colors of the foreground off of the warm colors of the background. So yeah, it was hopefully it makes more sense now. Like you can see, like Nova doesn't have that kind of contextual coloring. It's pretty much just local color, and of course an exercise in insane amount of metal reflections. But but here I there's that contextual element that's present. So I don't know. Hopefully it makes sense. I just know that it's pretty saturated colors, which is funny because if you look at my portfolio from when I was in school, I did a very muted color palettes, very muted. Everything was really punched down, and then I would have spots of saturated color in very specific places to kind of draw the eye around. And then I get onto comics, and I'm just like, nah, go crazy. Joe is driving. Okay, I read that. Joshua says, awesome. Thank you, brother. Matthew Seward says, your mom said that I could have it. Ooh, I don't think she said that, bro. Chris Mitchell says, better and greater and cooler. Darkhawk is better and greater and cooler than Nova. I'm glad that we can finally agree on something, Mitchell. I have one of Kim's drawings, says Matthew Seward. Nice. And he's laughing. I'm glad. All the colors, says Chris Mitchell. He gets it. I like deep, rich colors also. Well, thank you, Sonny. I'm glad. That's, I want it to feel, to have some solidarity to it. Some not solidarity, some solidity. I want it to feel real, Matthew Stewart says, Joe said, if you want to show it off, you can. Oh, okay. Then Andy says, your rendering is very, very... Oh, thank you. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Andy. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, brother. It's not digital. I'm still very kind of, but thank you, brother. Oh, my gosh. Good color saturation is the best in art and in tattoos. Yeah, no. I also have in my life, I've designed untold numbers of tattoos. So that's probably part of it, too. I couldn't agree more. Andy says, makes me want to digitally paint your stuff. Bro, you digitally paint any of this stuff. Yes, I want to see it. Mr. Wallach, he says, good evening, everyone. Hello, Mr. Wallach. I'm so sorry. I'm getting off of here. I'm actually running a little late, but I'm glad I stayed because you got to jump on here. Joshua Sanders says, I absolutely love your colors. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to show the critters piece and then hold on. I got to stand up and I got to scoot my chair back. I kind of cram myself into my desk so that I can get in camera. Let me grab this bad mama jamma here. Right, Joe. Where you at? Come on. Come on. So Joe brought a you guys remember those horror comics blanks? There was a white blank with red lettering, and then there was a red blank with black lettering, and then there was a black blank with red lettering. He brought one, and he wanted me to there's tape on here. He wanted me to do the critter on an all black cover. So this is an all black cover. Good morning. Just woke up to go to work. Facebook user. I don't know who you are, but good morning, bro. Andy Poole says Josh has good taste. Oh, you are too kind, sir. So, yeah, it is critter, black cover. So I did everything in white colored pencil, and then I zhuzhed it up a little bit. So there you go. He is just a monster. I love it. Yeah, so I did this I finished this at the con actually. Oh my gosh, it's Mr. Mansell. Oh my gosh, David, how are you, bro? Holy Lanta. David, did I ever tell you I finished your steampunk Ahsoka? Did I? Because I did. I can show you it. I'm just showing you guys all the stuff. Joshua Sanders says, Andy, you should see the Darkness Wrath piece Jeff did for me. Oh yeah, I had fun on that one too. Mr. Willock says, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Willock. And then Joshua Sanders says, wow, nice. I can't wait for Joe. I can't wait for him to see it either. Andy says, damn nostalgia, Jeff Willock. Thank you so much. Have a good one, Jeff Fafa. You getting out of here, Matthew? Hey, I hope Joe, when he sees it, I hope he loves it. I had a blast doing it. Sonny Patel says, accept StreamYard into your art, right? Yes, you can color it. Oh, yes, can you color it? Oh, my Lanta. Yeah, I can color it. Have you guys seen the Steampunk Ahsoka? Oh, I should definitely show that now because Mitchell's here. Rub it in. Where you at? Where you at? Ahsoka. Where you at? No. Andy says no. No what? Andy. No what? Oh, no, I haven't shown it to you? Is that what you're saying? I think that's what he's saying. I'm going to guess that's what he's saying. Not seen it. Okay. Boom. There you go. Steampunk powered Ahsoka. Girl's crazy. See, Mitchell? Do you see, Mitchell? Yeah. Yeah, this is as close as you're going to get to an Ahsoka. I love you, buddy. I love you. So, yeah, that is Steampunk Ahsoka. I added all the bells and whistles, the bits and the baubles, the belts, the leather, the armor, the backpack, the plasma lines running to very Victorian sort of inspired accoutrement. So that is David Mansell's Steampunk Ahsoka. And he asked if I could color it. Yeah. I could have a lot of fun coloring this guy. Well, girl. This is bad memory jam. That's what I mean. You just let me know if you want me to do it. You let me know, bro. You let me know. Sonny says, wow. Oh, I'm glad you dig it, Sonny. I'm glad you dig it. And then Andy says, wow, dim blacks. Yeah, no. I go ham on it, man. I go ham on it. A lot of folks, I noticed this. A lot of artists in comics, they tend to shy away from going full 100% saturation on blacks. They'll add some texture, they'll scratch in and they'll scratch out, and they'll cut in and they'll cut out, and I'm just like, nah. Much like my colors, I'm fully comfortable with going to 100% opacity on the black. Ink it up, man. You know. Razmain says, where else you streaming besides YouTube? I also stream on Facebook. We are streaming right now on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously over at the official Ed Weirdos fan page, brother. Go sign up. We would love to have you over there. All you have to do is follow. You're good. I can't wait to show it to Ashley and see it. To show it to Ashley to see it. And yes, color. Okay. I will color your Steampunk Ahsoka. Love it. You use all the blacks. I use all the blacks. I use all the whites. I use all the colors. This is comics, man. They gotta be fun. They gotta be fun to look at. And yeah, it's gotta be fun. It's gotta be fun. This is escapism, man. We gotta enjoy it, right? All right, you guys. Well, I gotta say, this has been a lot of fun. I am so glad that we got to do another piece, another commission together. I'm so excited about it. Dr. MF Doom, this is a lot of fun. Thank you for your guys's input. It really did help. And yeah, I mean, I've been stealing myself away from other pieces to try to get these colors done so that I can you know, get them done. You guys have waited long enough. Sonny, you've waited long enough. Chris Nichols, you've waited long enough. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out, and hopefully we'll see you guys Tuesday at the Whatnot stream. It's my second ever Whatnot. No, third, maybe fourth, maybe if you count the ones at the cons, I guess that counts. I think maybe 3 or 4 that I've ever done. I don't do Whatnot very much, and I think I've only ever done them with Dan. So if you guys want to get some remarks, oh, you know what? Since I got up, I know I said I had to go. I know I really do have to go, but I wanted you guys to see this, and then I gotta go, and then I gotta go. What's your Whatnot name? No. It'll be at Dan's Whatnot, Sonny. Every Tuesday, Dan has a Whatnot on onestopcomicshop.com, and I will be his guest this Tuesday at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern, and I think that makes it 6 o'clock ish Pacific. Okay, yeah. Andy Poole says, later, make great work. Glad it was early enough for me to catch all the way through. I am so glad. I'm so glad you were here, bro. We love y'all, brother. Love you too, Josh. Love the whole Sanders. So here is what I have been kind of warming myself up with each day. Are remarks. And again, because Peter Cullen is going to Denver and I am going to be alone, I want to have stuff done pre-made that might be kind of interest to folks. So I did a little Optimus Prime over there. Well, I did my second one was another Optimus Prime on Transformers #1. Dug these out of the vault, so to speak. Don't have very many of these left. Other Optimus Prime. Having a lot of fun doing these guys. Then I had that one. Yeah. And then I did a weird one. But I like it. Bam! That is not a remark. That's a full-on headshot right there. That thing is huge. I had a lot of fun with that one. I want to cut these awesome dramatic shadows across his face and then have his eyes like, yeah. So, there we go. I am putting together the remarks, trying to prepare for the show to have stuff ready to go in case folks want them, because I'm going to be a little limited on how many drawings I can do, because I'm going to be doing the drawings, but I'm also going to be doing the money and the business side of things. And so I want to make sure that I have as much stuff ready to go. And so that's kind of how I've been warming up every day, is do a quick remark. And they're not quick. These are like an hour and 15 minutes to do these, because I don't know how to do anything quickly, apparently. And then of course I got this guy. So there's number 6. So we're getting them going, y'all. We're getting them going. It is a million and one things running through my head. But hey, I gotta say, I enjoy doing these draw streams. Okay. Incredible remarks. Oh, thank you so much, John. Oh, he said that last sketch. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I wanted to do something that was a little bit bigger and kind of keep in line with the the old school cell shaded kind of color approach, to the characters, the G1 cartoons, and but then also have some fun with the shading or the shadows and real dramatic lighting and everything. So it was fun. I might do it on the purple, because the back of Transformers number 1 is that gray. The back of Transformers number 19 is purple. So I might do something fun on the purple back cover of Transformers 19 like that, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. I am like 15 minutes behind my time to get out of here. I didn't have a hard out today, but Kimberly's going to be home with the Bubba pretty soon. You guys heard she left to go get him. So I got to be ready to help her out with him when he gets home, because it becomes a crazy beehive of activity around here. Food, bath time, family time, all you know how it is. Joshua Sanders says, "We love you, brother. Go before Kim kicks your butt." Yeah, no, and she's butt height, so she's just ready to go. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone who shared this out. Please continue to share it out for me over on the Ed Weirdos fan page. Yeah, I'm cranking these out. As I mean, I had the critters done and I had the Ahsoka done, but I'm doing remarks. I'm trying to get colors done. I'm doing commissions. I'm gonna jump now back to a big commission, the last running commission. I'm doing everything I can to make up for these 6 months really kicking me in the teeth, schedule wise. Thank you for being so patient with me. Thank you for being so understanding with what we're going through right now. And love you guys. We're going to get out of here. Remember, Tuesday, the 13th, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be on the Whatnot. We're going to be doing the Street Fighter versus TMNT books. We're going to have them in hand. I'm going to be doing remarks like we did at the beginning of Planet, where we did like the Turtles mashed up with like Invincible Universe. I'll do whatever you guys want. If you guys want to get your hands on the book and you wanted to get remarked like we were doing at Planet, I can't do these hour-long remarks. I'll get one done per show, but there'll be a little bit more quick sketches. We'll have fun with it. So if you guys want to show up and get your hands on some books, what's up, Southern Comic Geek? I hate that we're leaving right now. How you doing, brother? How are you doing? It has been so long, I feel like, since I've talked to you. How are you doing? Hopefully everything is going great for you. Unfortunately, I got to roll. Kimberly's going to be home with the baby pretty soon, and he's going to need some extra hands. 38 pounds, you guys. He is enormous. So I hate to do it, but I actually got to go. I love you guys. Tuesday, Whatnot, Street Fighter versus TMNT. We're gonna have the covers. Dan says they're in great shape. The delivery was not too rough. Don't leave just because I showed up. No. I'm actually staying later by about 18 minutes than I was supposed to. CJ James, if people keep showing up, Jeff will never leave. Oh my gosh, CJ James. Hold on one second. CJ James, did I? No. Wait, no. No. We're good. I could have sworn. No, we're good. How are you, CJ James? Yeah, no. If you guys keep showing up, I do feel like I have to stay, but I gotta go. I love you guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm getting through these commissions as quickly as I possibly can. There's a bunch. There's a bunch. Love you guys. Tuesday is Whatnot. I'm going to be on Dan at One Stop Comic Shops. Whatnot. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Pacific. Then the next Saturday, the 13th. No, not the 13th. The next Saturday after the 13th, which is the 17th. I'm going to be doing a live stream on the Saturday. On the Saturday live stream, we're going to do it. It's the 17th. I will also be at Fan Expo Denver at the end of the month. If you guys are in or around the Denver area and you want to come see me at the show, you see some of the remarks I've been putting together, the Transformers remarks. Peter Cullen's going to be there. I might go get an autograph from him. I don't know. We'll see. But if you guys want to swing by, please do. I'm going to have a table. They're bringing me in. I'm going to be going alone. Kimberly's going to be here with the kiddo. Steve Leidick is going to be there. He's going to be my neighbor. We're going to be having a good time. So if you guys are in and around Denver, come on out. Support the show. Please support the show. That shows that support us. Nothing is getting cheaper. Everything is getting more expensive, including flights, including hotels, including food, including all the things that are just part of going to conventions. So when a show takes care of us, we really want to support them. We I know Steve feels the same way. So Fan Expo has been amazingly generous to me, and I know to Steve because we talk about it. So yeah, shows that support us, please come out and show them that we are love. It's business. It's just simple business. You guys come out and you support the show. The show's going to be like, oh, let's bring that guy back. It's pretty much how it works. So yeah, we're going to be at Denver. I'm so excited about going to Denver. Hopefully my ear is healed by then, or I've gotten an answer with it, because flying might suck. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I don't know. Love you guys. CJ James says, hey, see ya, and thanks for hopping on. Thank you for being here. Yeah, no, I love doing these draw streams. You guys don't even know. I love doing these draw streams. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Love you guys. We will see you Tuesday, and then we will see you Saturday, and then the next week after that, I'm probably gonna do another midweek stream because we got plans and stuff that we're gonna do that weekend, and then the weekend after that is Denver, baby. We are getting close. I'm so excited. All right, we're gonna get out of here. I got to get ready to help out with the boy when he gets home from daycare. We love you guys. We will see you guys in just a few short days, actually. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Keep on drawing. We love you guys. All right. I'm out of here. Bye. Click. Bye.